Whoa.
A pocket shitstorm tour, day 9. I was setting up my tent right here when Wyatt's call came through. I came as fast as I could, but you'd already slipped into a coma. We never got a chance to say goodbye.
Oh, welcome, Finecha. Or Finescha. I guess I'm like probably a third of the way through. Hey, CJ. Half the way through. Okay. I've done all this. Plus I have to do the DLC. Hi, Ma. My plan was to go camping here after the Amos 15 launch. I've been working OT for the past 9 months, so I was pretty frazzled, and I figured I should take a weekend to relax before Crunch started up again. I was setting up my tent when Wyatt's call came through. He said it was an emergency. I called a lift spin vert and made it to Denver General in less than 27 minutes. I was too late. He already slipped into a coma. I didn't understand how that could be when I told Wyatt to explain. He just kept choking up, waving me towards the care station. So it was a hollow doc that broke the news. How he'd been diagnosed a year earlier, the adverse reactions to gene therapy and polymer vascular replacements, the 6 months of mobile dialysis. I couldn't believe you kept it all secret from me. Even at the height of Crunch, I called you once or twice a week. So you just sat there, listening to me enthuse about my latest project or complain about workplace politics, and all the while you were dying? It didn't make sense. I marched back to Wyatt, cornered him, and demanded that he explain. He said you hadn't wanted to distract me, that I was doing important work and needed to focus. You know, as though the latest Amos launch and the palladium and rhodium it'd bring back to Earth mattered more than the Ma who's already here. Wyatt kept saying how proud you were of me. He even parroted that onwards and upwards phrase of yours. Isn't that what Buzz Lightyear says? Oh no, he says to infinity and beyond. He said, that's not even close. He said I should get back to work. That's what you would have wanted, that he'd stay at the hospital and keep me informed. I didn't go back to work. I called in. Took arguing my way past 2 supervisors, a labyrinthine automated AHR menu, a human resources AI, and an anal defensive benefits executive to activate my personal leave, but I did it. Wow, that sounds truly awful. And then I sat at your bedside for the next 7 days. I kept thinking of the hospital after my OD at the amphitheater. Kept thinking that if you came out of the coma, I wanted my face to be the first thing you saw. On the 8th day, they pronounced you dead. After the funeral, I went back to work, but I wasn't really there. I kept telling myself to focus, that it was okay to be there. It was what you would have wanted, after all. Onwards and upwards. To infinity and beyond! No, I didn't see the Buzz Lightyear movie. I liked the Toy Story. I watched the first couple of Toy Story movies. I really liked them. But, I don't know. Not really my thing anymore. But my work fell behind. When my supervisor called me in for an emergency review, I told myself to play it cool, accept the criticism, and promise to do better. It didn't go like that. I snapped and shouted at him, and then broke down, sobbing uncontrollably. 2 minutes and 3 seconds, 3 sec drones later. Okay. And I was standing outside the Pharaoh building, blinking in the sunshine, straightening my bunched up clothes. An alert on my focus indicated that I should go home for the day, then report for a disciplinary review on Monday. But I didn't go home. Another idea had risen up in my mind, already fully formed. I guess I'd already been thinking of doing it for a while. I took a lift spin to Pioneer Park, 10 minutes of asking around, and a truth test to show I wasn't a cop was all it took to make a connection. Oh, security drones. I went home with the drug, started using and didn't stop. Duster, snake, skydive, overcast. No razor wing, at least. I didn't take calls, didn't show up for the disciplinary review on Monday morning. A friend stopped by and hammered the door until I answered it. When he saw what was happening, he staged a one-man intervention. I agreed to go into treatment, but I didn't harbor any illusions. Use of personal leave was bad, but use of psych SA leave? Career suicide. Sure, they couldn't legally fire me for it, but I'd been around FAS long enough to know they'd find a way. My career was over. I thought I was at rock bottom, but I was wrong, of course. I still had a long way to fall. Why is this so depressing? Did I get a treasure box? Oh, right. I also got some good mods, eh? Far better than Blecko. Resist ranged attacks. Melee attacks. I'm not really encountering much corruption anymore. I don't know. I feel like you want different sets of armor for different situations. Maybe. 6 is afraid of 7 because 7, 8, 9. There you go, Horo. Now we're talking. Now we're punning. Tear, fire, tear. Damage. Or tear. Richie! Richie's back! Thank you so much for the 5 years, Richie. How was the show? Well, I could replace the fire. Yeah. Handling. I think we want damage. Nice. Shock and freeze. Okay. Shock. The shock was really funny. The show was too. Firstly, it's a shed, not a shack. Ooh, that's pretty. I saw a tweet about like how they're reusing the same animation from this game as in the second one for that rappel. And they like copy paste. Good old Twitter. Kind of tempted to save Meridian for the next stream because I didn't want this stream to be too long. Should we save Meridian for the next one?
There was a time when the machines were predictable as day and night. Not anymore.
Ever since the ceasefire. We should get down and look.
Gotta leave you behind, Carl.
I'm sorry for the wait, but all goods entering the city are subject to
Hope
search.
the day brings you glad
This
tidings.
is outrageous. We're loyal citizens. How long do we have to wait?
What am I supposed to do? Just sit here and let everything spoil?
I thought Meridian was open to all Carja.
What happened to Ursa has nothing to do with
Sweat
us.
and hard work never hurt anyone.
Wait, is there a fire over there and then another fire right here?
Hang on to me for help. My duty is to guard, and I'll get involved in politics.
Just be patient, and everyone will get in.
No, hello again.
Eventually.
Watch out for the Ocelot merchants. They'll soon shoot you as look at you.
Had to take over my brother's shift today.
How long do
Sure
we
as the
have to
sun's
wait?
rising, he's off courting that noble girl.
What's going on
Don't
here?
ask me where to
Owen's
look.
in there,
I'm a
somewhere.
guard, not the town crier.
And so's Erend, that other Outlander I talked to the night before the proving. Erend said he'd introduce me to his sister if I visited Meridian. Said she was captain of the Vanguard.
I kind of prefer the views of of nature. Like, look at that. Compared to that. City's nice and everything, but that's really spectacular. The lighting and the shadows.
It's always the merchants.
Fog.
City's locked down. Always stay bright. Always stay
Sorry,
alert.
I have no news that would
what I
interest
say.
you.
Okay. Ooh. The design's really nice. It's gonna be fun exploring this area.
Couldn't imagine living anywhere else.
Arrested two for disorderly conduct last night.
Got a elevator, I guess.
Don't know what they were doing.
Yeah, the textures are great. They still look like zombies to me because those helmets and like how like gray their skin is.
By the sun, I'm hoping for a better day tomorrow. See the colors on the people as they walk.
Holy shit, the city just keeps going. Oh, cool.
The whole city is.
Something of odd fruit.
Very cool. Oh, you can even see, look, you can see people walking down there. Very, very spectacular. Yeah, put your bow away.
Meridian survives thanks to a long line of nobility.
Halt!
He doesn't look happy.
Stop right there. In light of the recent attack, no stranger passes into Meridian without submitting to search.
Recent attack? What are you talking about?
The murder of Captain Ursa and her vanguards, of course. Ambushed by Shadow Carja forces in Redridge Pass.
Ursa. You mean Erend's sister is dead?
How would you know his name?
I know Erend. Summon him. I need to speak to him.
Ha! I doubt that Erend, the new captain of the Vanguard, a man in grief, is going to waste his time on a grimy
That's the guy that was
outlander.
hitting on us,
Aloy,
right?
hey, you're alive. I thought you were dead. Make way, make way.
All the way to Meridian just to see me?
Have you been drinking?
Ah, not really. A little. So you're alive. This we should celebrate. The drink's on me.
We need to talk alone, and you need to pull it together.
Over there.
So you approve?
Of course I approve. From now on, she may come and go from this city as she pleases.
As you wish, sir.
There, alone as you asked. And what did you want to tell me?
We're not really alone. There's still people around. Or I was saying, how do I make the robot lady read out my message? What do you mean? The graphics have been updated and it's 60 FPS now, but this game always looked good. Yeah, I remember it looking really good when I played it before.
A lot has happened since we last spoke. The Proving was attacked by a group of killers. Not many of us survived.
We were in the village when we heard explosions up on the mountain. Some of your braves came back, said most of the contestants were dead. I've never heard such a wail of grief as the sound that rose up from your people. How did you survive?
How I survived is less important than how I was targeted.
Targeted? What do you mean?
The killers came for me because of Olin.
What are you talking about? That doesn't make sense.
I need to find Olin. I need to know what he knows.
But he's a friend.
No, he's a traitor. I don't know who the killers are or what they want, but I do know that Olin is working with them.
But, I mean, this...
I don't need you to understand, Erend. I just need you to take me to him.
He's not here. He went scrounging for scrap and relics days ago. It could be anywhere.
Are there any places he frequents, places he returns to?
A house, here in Meridian.
Okay, then take me there. I need to search it.
I guess. As long as I'm there to witness the search.
I don't have text-to-speech turned on for anything, Horo. I had that I used to use that a long time ago, and some other streamers have that, but no, I don't have a text-to-speech thing anymore. Okay. I mean, we can't necessarily totally assume that Olin is a traitor. Like, it could be possible that his focus is hacked, right? Because remember he was like it was malfunctioning or something.
I heard what happened to Ursa. I'm sorry. I know she was special to you.
Special to me? Special to everyone. She always knew what to do. She bossed everyone around. She kept me in line. Now I'm supposed to fill her shoes. And instead, here I am, stumbling around in them.
I lost someone too. At the Proving, the man who raised me. His name was Rost.
That's terrible. But why is it every time something terrible happens, everyone else tells you the worst thing that ever happened to them, as though that makes it easier?
Yeah, why is that?
Anyway, there was something you wanted to tell me?
Well, I think it's because they want... I mean, I think I do that too. But that is a fair point. I guess you're trying to find common ground, like saying... making a connection and hope that that will alleviate the pain. I'm trying to think, like... do I like it when people do that? I think so. I guess it depends on the person, though. 10 types of people in the world, those who understand binary and those who don't. Mm-hmm. There is 2 types of people. I don't know. I'd have to think about that. Next time it happens to me, hopefully it doesn't, because hopefully nothing bad will ever happen to me again in my life. I'll note how I felt if someone was like, oh yeah, this bad thing happened to me too.
I need to see Olin's place. Now.
Okay. Come on.
There are no shadows under the noonday sun. Words to live by.
So many people here, all talking at once. How does anyone think?
I don't. I just drink.
Hey guys, this seems very comfortable. Thank you. You're really making me feel welcome.
That must be the spire.
Apparently they're letting
huge.
anyone into the city these days.
Only the finest goods here. See for yourself.
Aloy isn't really a people person yet. I think she's doing pretty good, but yeah, she spent a lot of time just with Rost, right?
To lay siege to
to buy something
Blood
today?
for blood. Vengeance for Ursa. How long will Avad hide in his palace? Year after year, why does he spare those who enslaved and tortured and butchered? Erend, you should want vengeance more than anyone. Your own sister, murdered, and her death, unavenged?
One more word, you scorched out slag, and I'll throw you in jail myself! Now get out of here, or I'll give you all a kick in the ass!
What did he mean about Ursa's murder?
Not now.
Might also be hard to be confronted with other people's grief, so you're kind of trying to shield yourself with your own experience. Yeah. Yeah. Ooh, pretty.
Okay, how are we gonna get in? Oh, that was subtle.
Here we are. Try not to break anything. Other than the door.
All of this for one man.
It pays to have connections in the Sun King's court.
I've got all the here. I need to ask you something.
This is your show.
Are you sure you're okay?
I'm sober enough, all right? I don't need another lecture.
That's not what I meant. I was talking about what happened outside with the crowd.
I don't want to talk about that. We're here because of what you said about Olin, so do what you need to do.
Actually, she seems very mature in terms of like how she deals with people.
Did Olin ever invite you in?
Nah. Closest I got was a doorstep to help him home after a night out. We drank a river that night, but I hold it well. Usually.
There's a secret door?
You said Olin has connections in the royal court. Does he know the Sun King personally?
No. He served the court as a scout sometimes and sold ancient trinkets to nobles, but he never had an audience with the king. If you're right, and Olin's into something dark, Sun King Avad has nothing to do with it. I'd stake my life on that.
I'll look around.
That's what we came for.
Yeah, but I mean, like, she's socially mature, which, since she was an outcast, she didn't really have a lot of social interactions with a lot of people. And actually, a lot of her social interactions were very negative, right? Like, from what we saw, because people would refuse to talk to her. So she'd have good reason to get really upset at people, but she's fairly balanced.
And the floor near it is worn.
Is there illusory walls?
Let's see what's underneath.
Hey, how did that get here?
Question is, how to get through it.
Without a key, you won't. That's a vault hatch of Oseram make. Nothing gets through.
We'll see about that.
There is no fucking way that someone would not walk on that rug and notice that. Look at, like, how thick was that rug? Secret door?
Call it a day, girl. We're wasting time.
I think Ross had her to control her anger, and Ross is mature when he talked. Yeah, but like, there's like, Ross had her best interests in mind, though, right? Then when you're dealing with people that are selfish and have their own interests in mind, it's a different thing, right? It's harder to control yourself. It's like dealing with all kinds of different personality types are, you know what I'm saying? So I guess...
I don't think you're getting through that hatch.
Oh.
All right, back to it.
Okay, so I did need to go search up there. Rug up on the outside can give you insight into human nature you can't get from the inside. Yeah, but it's just like the act of talking to a bunch of different people.
It looks like a picture of Owen's family.
Usually makes you mature socially. That older woman? Did they? I don't know. I didn't get the impression that they like talked a lot. Did they? Looking for a secret door.
Looks big and heavy. Let's give it a little push.
Yeah, they only talked when the proving happened, and then when she was, well, they wouldn't have talked because she was a baby. Even I notice it myself if I don't talk to people for a long period of time.
I did say not to break anything, didn't I?
I get socially awkward initially when I go to meet people. Like after there was a period there where I wasn't going out socially like for years, and then getting together with people it was kind of, I was definitely very awkward. I don't see a secret door. Yeah, like you just forget how to talk to people. Forget how words work. I guess it helped that I was streaming, because I was talking during streams. But it's still different, right? To like listen to someone and then absorb what they're saying and then respond. Oh, is this the secret room that you're talking about? I can't talk to him anymore. Or is there another secret room?
Looks like Olin kept a journal.
Olin? I knew he could read contracts, but I never took him for a poet.
No doubt now. Olin knew I was targeted.
Can I actually read it? Okay, good. Scanglis, 4th day. I am a traitor now and see no way out. All right, well, I guess he's a traitor. It's just... I was giving him the benefit of the doubt, but like... I guess he's a traitor. If I start at the beginning, how they turned me, perhaps I can see something I missed. I forget to let other people speak sometimes. Yeah. That's actually a hard thing. Like you just want to get your point out. It's really hard to like wait and let the other person talk, but it's a very important part of communication to like, it's a back and forth thing, right? No, there is no escape. What good can writing it do? 10th day. You gave me this folio when you taught me to write. All these years later, it still smells of you. Lavender and ash of the forge. All I have left of you. Write me notes, you said when you gave it. Share your thoughts, tear the leaves, send the pages. To show I'm thinking of you. But I never did. Hands too grubby to touch parchment. How I wish I'd done as you said. How I wish I could now. Because of how your parents were, it's hard for you to listen. Barely speak of my own accord unless somebody asks me about stuff. 15th day. The same dream, your hair in the forge light, our son's weight on my shoulders, all of us free. You turn to me and whisper, it is a dream. I answer, yes, I know. And then wake, alone. Even awake, my life is a dream, a lie. My treachery will not buy your freedom. It only buys time, but every moment you live, that he lives. Treachery is the cost, I will pay it. So his love is being held prisoner in some way. 34th day. Every week the device calls me in secret to a new dig site. We work like men with whips to our backs, as though it was left to us to upturn the soil of the entire earth. And time has run low, scrabbling to find the carcasses of ancient demons. It's the weapons they want, must be. What misery am I helping birth into this land? The 38th day. I drink with Aaron and Ursa. but not even the sweetest brew can wash the taste of guilt from my mouth. Every day my silence betrays them. The villains watch through the device. Keep expecting Ursa to stick a blade through my throat, but fire and spit, she does not suspect me. A better liar than I thought myself must be. 54th day. Hey, Tuna, thank you for gifting subs to Wakiza and the Swedish Lurker. I tend to fill silences, I'm sure LL never noticed. No, I never noticed, Blanca. I always feel like I'm timed when I talk, and like if I choose to use more uninteresting words, then people will lose interest in listening. That's something that I struggled with too, Phoenix. I always feel like I have to get everything out because people will stop being interested in what I'm saying. But it actually ends up having the opposite effect in my experience. When someone's like trying to like tell a story too quickly, that can make people lose interest. So that's something that I've worked on, is like when I am explaining something to someone or like telling a story, I do try to like slow down and explain it well, because people, in my experience, people are more likely to listen. My pleasure, Blacko. Look for months and have one adventurous day when I fill chat or comment sections so I disappear again. All right, Horo. Richie, have a good night. Hey, I love the lurkers. Actually, when I watch other people's streams, I barely chat unless it's someone from the community. Then I'll chat a little bit, but even then, I usually just watch. Buttercup saying I talk too fast and expressing thoughts with people usually don't make eye contact. Yeah, eye contact. It's like a balancing. It's a balancing act though. You don't want too much eye contact because then you kind of freak people out. But no eye contact kind of has the same. Has a similar effect in that people will be less interested. 54th day. Fitful sleep the past 3 nights, thinking on that Nora girl. Why did it order her killed? The device must be. Even so, what threat could she pose? So he's like been co-opted by the device to a certain degree? Or I guess the device is telling him how to behave and he has to because his love has been taken by them? We heard explosions and distant screams from the village. I thought the savages might blame us. Turn on us. I almost wished for it. But their matriarchs ordered us gone. We fled to the border with an escort of braves. Crossed that day tower. Now I am called to a dig in the rock wreath. They promise another glimpse of you. Of our son. How I hope to see you both.
A map. The glyphs show places he visited.
Oh, they don't give you eye contact? Oh, weird. It's like juggling. Socializing is like juggling, yeah. Generally look at lips because I focus on what people are saying. Bit of me just working with sometimes the ability to hear. Oh, yeah. All right, good night, Blecko. A message for Olin.
Disobey, and I will open their throats and leave their corpses to prune in the sun.
They took his wife and child captive.
They? Who's they?
The killers. They told him to obey or they'd kill his family.
Secret door, secret door, secret door, secret door, secret door.
There's your proof. Read the last page. He writes about meeting me and the order to kill me.
He called himself a friend. That backstabbing cheat. How did you learn to read glyphs? And these things that you see, how do you do it?
That's pretty creepy, 2 Dot. should be going. Bye.
The focus. It reveals the unseen.
And Olin's focus, it's the same?
The device is the same, but somehow Olin and the killers can speak to each other with their focuses over distances. And see through each other's focuses too. Like looking through each other's eyes.
So that's how the killers saw you. Through Olin.
Yes, so far as I can tell. Now that I know where to find Olin, I should be on my way.
All by yourself?
Leave it to me. I'm faster on my own.
Wait. If that device lets you see the unseen...
Out of the way, Erend.
I'm asking you to help me, Aloy. I need to know who killed Ursa. Not just the Shadow Karja army, I know that, but the exact soldiers who did it.
I'm sorry about your sister, but that's your war, not mine.
Don't act like this isn't personal. You came here hunting the people who nearly killed you, who massacred your people. Why should you have justice and not me?
Look, I'll head for Redridge Pass, where Ursa's body was found, and wait for you there. A few minutes of your focus is all I need. Don't make me beg.
Redridge Pass, you said? I'll see what I can do.
Find Olin at the excavation site. Checking the place out. I like how he's stumbling about. Okay. Is there another secret? I don't think so. Okay. I guess we're free to explore the city now?